Okay, we're ready. Salve and peace to you all. This is the revelation. I am going to play what a video that I did live on Facebook. Okay, we're ready. Salve and peace to you all. I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna play a video that I did live on Facebook on November the 1st, 2017, Wednesday. This was a direct call to the FBI. This is going to be a lot of revelations going on here, so I just want to so please pay attention. Okay, we'll start with this first. Okay, it's November the 1st, 2017, Wednesday, and it's 3:40 p.m. I'm doing this live. I'm going to be calling once again, because I've done this a few times now, and I have never heard back from these Federal Bureau, the FBI, of Investigation. Anyway, you're going to hear what it's about. It has to do with one of the posting that I just posted the other day, just yesterday, and I reposted yesterday about the stained letter coming from the office of Albany. Okay, and it's from Andrew M. Cuomo, and it's with some strange stains on it. Anyway, let's see what the FBI has to do with this, because I know that they've been watching me closely, because I made a few phone calls. Once you make a phone call, you know you're automatically going to be watched. But I have never heard anything from them. Here we go. Okay, so you see this, I'm calling.
You reached the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Office of Your law enforcement officials like to reporting bank robbery or crime against investment. Calling to report identity theft and internet scam and telephone scam presence. Calling to report any other type of federal crime presence. If you're calling in regards to employment of community outreach, press 4. Hear these and your options again, press 5.
I'm going to press 3.
Please.
You have reached the FBI's public access line. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2.
Press 1.
Please choose from the following options. If you wish to report online crime, email hoax, or scams, press 1. If you wish to report suspicious activity that may be related to terrorism, press 2.
This is terrorism.
If you wish to report a network intrusion matter or provide a tip on an FBI fugitive, press 3. If you wish to report public corruption, a civil rights violation, or white-collar crime, press 4. If you wish to report other federal violations falling under the FBI's investigative jurisdiction, press 5.
I'm going to press 2 because this is terrorism. Someone that sends you a stained letter from the government. That's terrorism.
Thank you for calling the FBI. Can I have your first and last name, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Lucia Marte. This is not the first time I'm calling.
What's a good telephone number for you, ma'am?
The one that I'm calling from.
Okay, what is it?
Hold on a second.
At this part, I had to
shut the recording, and now we're going to go on the continuation. Hold on. So we're going to go on part 2. From the Albany, New York. This was in 2012, November the 10th. I received it. The letter is stained. The envelope was, in perfect condition. It still is, because I saved it in plastic. And there was some mysterious brown stains on it. It was like kind of crumbled, like a little bit of. I will show you the letter after. You see here, I'm doing this, because I'm showing also, I'm recording this. There's some kind of, strange stains on this, and being that I have been harassed and also because of the court has committed perjury against, every time I try to go to the court, they commit perjury, and it's obvious this is coming from Albany. Once they even they closed also the ballroom place where the fair hearing was with the false lie, because I had a hearing that day saying that there was no heat and hot water, which I proved was a total lie, because I ended up going in there because anyway, I already posted that, and I also proved that it was a lie. So this has been ongoing with Andrew Cuomo and de Blasio for a while now. Now, if they're going on TV saying, okay, a terror attack is when they send, a terror attack is the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. This is exactly what they have been doing against me. Now, if they're going on TV... One second. We look at the definition of terrorism. Here we go. Terrorism, an unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. This is what terrorism is. Terrorism is, in the broadest sense, the use of intentional violence, generally against civilians for political purpose. It is used in this regard primarily to refer violence during the peaceful time or in the context of war against non-combatants. Okay, so that is the definition of terrorism. Let's continue here now. Be saying, they cause, literally, they have put my life in danger. So these are.
Hang on, who's put your life in danger?
Cuomo, de Blasio, because this is not the only thing that they have done against me. They have also made sure that they falsificate. I don't receive my my medical records, falsificating also my medical records. Blood tests. Because I've done for heavy metal poisoning, which I could easily prove. And not receiving my test results. I know that de Blasio is also connected with this because he's connected with the Mount Sinai, which is also connected with the medical records. So I know that the FBI has been looking into all this, because once you make a phone call, I'm sure they've been doing their investigation. This is ongoing since 2009. When I tried to go to court in 2010 and 11, and so literally I was thrown out of the court while they were committing perjury, which I have proof of. I have filed numerous complaints, buildings, and I'm still not hearing anything, and I'm still not receiving any justice here. So when I'm receiving a stated letter, that I'm pretty sure that there is something weird about it. Okay, and I also went to the post because the postman back then gave it to me directly. And when I opened up the mail, and I seen that the envelope is in perfect condition, but the letter is all stained with brown stains, which could probably be because I looked it up because it could probably be anthrax.
Could also just be coffee.
No, this is not coffee. I assure you, this is not coffee. Absolutely not. This is like a greenish, brownish. It's not coffee. It looks like it's been burnt on the sides. It's not coffee. I assure you, it's not coffee. And I also put this out public. I posted it also. It's not like I have been hiding it. So it's out there in the public view for everyone to see. So now, if the FBI is not going to be doing their work and letting these politicians get away with the murder, if he's going about saying that they're not going to change our way of life, and he ends up parading with monsters.
Remember, this is the day after Halloween.
That obviously proves what he is. They attack victims of domestic violence. This is what they do. And they make sure that you end up dying as long as they continue with their so-called way of life being monsters.
Yeah, I'll get this document for Lucille. Thank you for your call. Have a good day.
Okay, this is how it's going to end. Oh my goodness.
And they just
You see, this is exactly, this is why I'm doing this live. When you listen to the Cuomo's his lifestyle. I'm going to put the video of this that he's showing what kind of a lifestyle he has. His lifestyle is promoting homosexuality, promoting monsters, promoting violence, promoting anything that goes against the commandments. This is what Cuomo is all about. Cuomo, de Blasio, and Hillary. And also this has to do with Trump and his other goons that's works for him and with him. So therefore, proclaiming that they're for justice. The only thing that these people are defending is violence. And they are going to bring about more violence because they only embrace violence. This is what they do. So when these terrorist attacks happen, it's because they're opening up the gateway to these terrorist attacks. Because, it's also spiritual. When you accept everything that has to do with evil, evil is going to come knocking at your door. That's all there is to it. You see, they have been attempting to try to kill me. Now it's been, it's been ever since I came here. But now it's been already 5 to 7 years that they have been attempting to try to kill me. Not that they could succeed because you can't kill life. But once again, this is what's going on. And you see, the FBI does nothing, absolutely nothing to investigate because they're part of it, obviously. If they're not doing anything, they're part of it. There's these people, they're into prostitution. They promote it. They do it behind closed doors. There is a lot of sacrifice being done behind closed doors. There's also the bishops involved in all this. The Catholic Church, obviously. You just have to look who are they in company with. And then you know exactly who's involved in the criminal acts. That's all you need to look at. Who are they in company with? There's also the governor from Long Island. He calls him, his last name is King. P. King, also, they're all involved in this. This is what they do. They promote nothing but evil. There is so much corruption going on. And there is no justice being done, because who's going to investigate the ones that are committing the crimes? You know, when the legal office is full of corrupt agents, who's going to investigate them? Well, there's going to be judgment, obviously, because no one gets away with this. You know, once you open up a gateway to evil, evil comes knocking at your door. And that's the way it is. Start breaking the commandments, start going against life, and death will come and knock at your door. So, you see, I'm going to show you the letter once again. Anyway, it's posted. It has all kinds of...
1 second. Soon after this phone call, this is when I severely got sick. This is when they accelerated in their rituals against me. They were the demons that they are. Accelerated, you know, they full force against attacking me. And there is a lot of things that happened soon after this. I was severely sick. Anyway, we'll continue.
Green stains on it. The envelope is imperfect. I have it sealed. You see, it's in the plastic for this very reason. I put, you know, that was to cover my address and everything. But anyway, it has, like, you see here, I'm going to give you a close-up. It has some weird green stains on it. And this is exactly the way they sent it to me. And this is coming from the office of Andrew Cuomo. Now, being that I have been harassed and they have committed numerous perjury, and they do not allow me. They literally have kicked me out of the courtrooms, of the court buildings, literally kicked me out, committing so much perjury, lying, falsificating also my my reports. You know, when you go and you make a complaint, they literally cut out everything that you write down and they just leave whatever they want to leave, so that when you go in front of a judge, they'll just kick you out of the court. This is what's going on. A so-called Judge Francis Lubo.
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
From the family court building.
Okay, this Judge Lubo, I show you here in my, hold on a second. I am going to get to that. I have to go on my page. No. I'm going to go to this one too soon. Sorry about that. I'm suffering with my eyesight right now, but I'm going to recuperate it soon. Like I said, I was dying from heavy metal poisoning, so this is what they did to me. I'm going to do another video soon explaining the genocide that is going on with the medical industry, dental industry, and and regular doctor, hospital, pharma. I will show you exactly what's going on with them. All right, I wanted to show you Francis, the judge. Let me see here. I have to go to the video. This is the revelation. Remember that. I'm going to show you the birth. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to show you where you could see this is the witch right here. I am the lion. The lion, this is Emmanuel. I am the sunlight. Emmanuel, I am the lamb. Emmanuel is the Father, Son. He's all one. And this is the judge right here seeing. You could see that you could see the face that, you have to look at the video very carefully. Here she goes. This is Francis, the judge. Let me look it up here. Let me go on the Google page. I'm gonna talk about this one also soon. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. Let's be a lot more quicker. Here, this is the judge. This is the judge. See, Judge Fran Lubo. And this is when I was going to the court buildings. There was so much perjury going on. And this is her face right here. You see? Right here. You can see. And this is the battle that we are in. The perjury that she committed in the courtroom is unbelievable. So this is her face right here. You see? You just look at her hair. The hair. It's exactly. See here, I'm showing it to you. See, this is who it is, and that's in. It's gonna get it too. Anyway, let's go back. All right, we'll leave that like that. Let's go back to the recording.
In Jamaica. She was put there by
Giuliani.
What's his name? No, that other corrupt one, Giuliani. She was put there by them. Corrupt as corrupt hell could be. Literally. They have committed so much perjury.
I continue to say literally because it is literally.
Totally.
Everything is a fact that I am
when
saying.
you try to get a lawyer through the free, the one that they're supposed to, help out the victims of domestic violence. Literally, these lawyers, they work, for under the command of the judges. Therefore, they're as corrupt as hell could be. Also. They'll lie. They'll do everything to defend the criminals. Everything. You are a criminal. If you're a criminal, you have all the legal assistance that you need. But if you're a victim of domestic violence of any sort, you are going to have to go through.
Especially if you're innocent. If you're innocent, the lawyers for the criminal defense, and also the ones that are representing the victims, they give in they give in to the judge's commands. They have no backbone. Absolutely no backbone. They're making deals and behind your back, behind the victim, the ones that they're supposed to represent. This is in defense, the ones that are supposed to help the victims. They're making deals with the criminal defense lawyers. It's unbelievable what goes on in these court buildings. It is absolutely filthy. Filthy to the core.
They'll try to kill you. They'll do everything. They'll throw you out in the streets. They'll take everything away from you. They'll make sure that you don't have any assistance. Yeah, they've done this with me also. They made sure that they took everything away, and
they left me.
And this is how it is. They'll try to kill you. They'll
no money. Every
they'll
time
try to cause accidents. They'll try to
Every time I would try to go to the court buildings, they would do everything possible. They would take my assistance away, with food, to buy food, and also cash assistance. They would literally take it, literally, I'm going to say it again because this is exactly what was happening. They would take it away so that I would have no way to help myself in seeking justice. This is, you see, what I am doing here is I am representing the people, the innocent people, not the, don't, there's uh, the Me Too movement that Hollywood pushed forward. That is all nonsense. They willingly sold their souls to the devil. They willingly signed a contract with the devil to be so that they could open themselves up to demons and perform what the devil has planned for society. So that, and the way they just present themselves, and the rituals that they do, and the fact that they are half naked, it's filthy. That is not the real Me Too movement. The real Me Too movement are for those that are suffering of domestic violence, that are real victims, that do everything that is in the commandments, that they try their best, that are my children, of the my children. Unfortunately, many have renounced me, that's when the situation becomes a little bit complicated. But the ones that have, actually, they are housewives, or innocent children that have opened their hearts up to God, to me, Jesus. They are the ones that are the actual victims. They are the Me Too, not the Hollywood, and that is all nonsense. This is what the devil does. It always tries to twist things around. Those are willing. The ones from Hollywood, the ones that are into everything that is perverted, those are willing. It is what it is. They sold themselves out. They are sold out, and they prove it. By the way, they let's say, live and die every moment of the day. Let's continue.
Even shoot you. Sniper shoot you. This is what the government does. They'll kill the victims that are speaking out against the corruption. And but you see, there's a but. They'll never be able to kill life itself. They'll die at the end, but they'll never be able to kill life itself. And as you all know by now, and I've made it clear who I am, there is no other thing that I need to say. So I made this other phone call to the FBI. I contacted almost, I don't know, I've been doing this for now 5 to 6, 7 years. There's been so much corruption, it's unbelievable. This is why, I don't know if you've looked at, I'm going to post that also underneath. If you've noticed the video that went viral about that, let me see here, let me put it up. That Wendy Williams, I don't know.
I'll show you this.
Just the Williams part tells it all. That she was dressed as the Statue of Liberty, and literally the demon went after her. The demon literally went after her because she was trying to represent
me.
The Statue of Liberty. Now I'm going to explain what the Statue of Liberty. If you notice that the Statue of Liberty has shackles at her ankles, the Statue of Liberty is supposed to represent, you see, the torch and the book of the law. This is supposed to represent the wisdom, the immaculate Jesus Christ. You're looking at. Now, when someone else tries to pretend to be trying to justify, because they're in the world of Hollywood, and Hollywood is corrupt as hell. So they try to justify. You see, they twist everything. Now, the Statue of Liberty has the shackles on her ankles. This is what they've done to me. I have shackles. They've been trying to keep me out of the court buildings, and this is why she has shackles, because they do not want the true justice to go on. Every court, I'm telling you, every court building in America, and also in other in Italy, forget it. In Italy, it's as corrupt as hell could be, because the mafia and also the Vatican is involved in it.
Everywhere.
So everything is corrupt. When you see that they're pushing for the homosexuality and the monsters and all these parades that is corrupt, right there and then that who's behind all this? Once again, the religions. Every religion is corrupt. Every single one of them. When they don't declare the Virgin Mary as God that gives birth, then you know that it's corrupt. You know right then and there. This is why they've been hiding the secret of Fatima. I am Fatima, and I've proven it to you. I've showed you the video. I showed you also the miracle after 100 years. So there is nothing else to say. The Vatican is going to continue to deny and hide the fact that the Immaculate Mary, Lucia, is Jesus Christ. And this is why they crucified me. And this is why they put shackles on my ankles. But the truth always prevails. Remember that. The truth always prevails. You just need to expose it. Keep living the 10 Commandments. And that's all it takes. Believe me, justice will be served. It is being served all over the world. Since they have opened up the gateways to the devil is going to do exactly what the devil does. Kill, destroy, and literally, there is no escape for them. There is no escape for them. And at this point, this is what you want. I always say, be careful what you wish for. This is what you want. This is what you're going to get. The devil is going to destroy everything. Everything. But they are not able to touch my children. The children of the light, the one that have opened their heart up to me and acknowledged me as who I am, the Immaculate Jesus Christ, those are the only ones that are going to be saved. Now, the Christians, the Catholics, and all of the other evangelists, and they're all under the deception. They are all worshiping Barnabas. This is what they chose. They declare the Jesus, but they're declaring the man of sin, the fallen man, before he was saved.
I explained this in many
This is
videos.
what they want.
Even the last
no one
that
goes to the Father but through me. No one. Absolutely no one. And I'm going to soon I'm going to put up another video that will show you exactly. You see, you have to look in the heavens. I am revealing everything. I and Emma are revealing everything. We are literally showing ourselves and revealing the monsters for what they are. And the people, you could literally see them. You could see their faces clearly. Now they are going through the devil, because when you're Catholics and all the other religions, literally they're Masons. And okay, I just received a phone call. I'm not going to answer it now. Anyway, but they're Masons, so they're going through the devil. And I'm going to prove this to you. They are going through the devil going to heaven. So what happens I'm going to show you in the video that they're up there and you're going to see the devil literally whispering in their ears. So this is how the Constitution was also corrupt. Judge Washington, I put that video up also, showing George Washington up in heaven. And you could see the devil whispering in his ears because they were Masons, okay? They were devil worshippers. So what had happened to the Constitution? It was corrupt. It was corrupted because the devil is not going to tell you exactly what I'm telling them. They're going to twist everything. And this is why they take weapons, believing that the weapons is in the Constitution. The only weapon I speak about is your weapon is truth, the 10 Commandments. Instead, the devil does what it does. It tricks them because it wants them to kill one another. This is what the devil wants. It wants war. It wants you to kill one another. And this is going to happen because once you run, once you break the 10 Commandments, you're going to kill one another because that's what you're worshiping. You're under the influence of the devil, and the devil does what it does. Remember, they could try to kill the body, but they'll never kill the spirit. The Holy Spirit always lives.
This is for my children.
And the body always heals at the end.
For my children.
I think I've been
for
clear
those
enough.
That have given themselves up to the devil, no, there's no salvation.
Peace to you. Ciao, Francesco. Ciao, Giovanni.
This was on.
Hello.
Anyway, I think I'm going to finish it here. It was a live. It was a live on Facebook.
Opening up the gateways to evil. When there's no justice being done for the victims, the true victims, there's no justice. And all these that are coming out, another thing, this is very important. I'm going to, you see all these Hollywood people coming out, the fact that they've been raped and everything. Now, if you're going to be breaking every commandment, doing movies with sex and opening up also all these evil movies that they're making one after another, you're literally inviting the devils to attack you. You see, Hollywood is
the devil's playground.
It's the pit of hell. Hollow means empty. That's what it really means. It's empty. It's dark. There is no light in it.
It's the same thing as Halloween.
And anyone that's involved in it is literally going to be destroyed by those the beasts. They're beasts. That's what they are. They're Satanists. And also the religions that proclaim Jesus Christ, the Catholics and the Christians, they are Satanists also, literally, because they don't proclaim the true Jesus, the one that gives life. And I am a woman. I am a woman. And I am the one that saved them.
And through me. With these words, what did the devil do? Because they're watching. So what does Hollywood and the music industry do? Because that's what the music industry is also under the influence of the devil. So they come out with that witch that makes the video of I am a woman. Hold on a second. Let me lower this. Let's go. I didn't want to open up another video here, but because I have to explain everything. Anyway, you've heard. I'm pretty sure that you have heard that those videos of I am a woman. Hold on a second. Let me open up. Just open up a new. This is not what I want to show you, but I'm just opening up. God is a woman, I'm saying. Hold on a second. See, the thing is, you see how they right away, this Ariana Grande, this Ariana Grande right now is representing, let me show you. Who's that Ariana Grande representing? Let me see if I have the picture here. This witch right here. This is what Ariana Grande is representing. See, this is what the devil does. They take my words, they take my truth, they listen, and then they twist everything around. So they're trying to represent this witch here that I explained to you who it is at on the last videos. Let's see if I have it open here. Hold on a second. No, I don't have it open. Anyway, I explained it to you in the last. Here it goes. On the last video, who they are. It's these witches here. You see, these are the witches that are going around pretending that they are God. You see, and the name is Veronica Maria, and this is also Maria Christine. That's where the Christianity comes from. So these are the witches. This is what Ariana Grande is representing, this witch right here, the Jezebel. So they take my words and they create this. This is the serpent. This is the dragon. This is who this prostitute is. So this is what's going on. They love to twist everything that they take everything that is mine and they make everything filthy. Because this is what the devil does. They turn everything upside down.
He was saved in his room, and this is what it is. Anyone that declares themselves as the bride of Christ is also committing a blasphemy. They're blaspheming. Literally, they're cursing because I'm the only bride of Christ. I am the only bride of Christ. You are declaring yourselves God when you say that you are the bride of Christ. That is the fall of Lucifer. That's exactly what happened when they're the fall of man. When they declare themselves as God.
My children are angels.
Bride. God doesn't marry more than one bride.
Once you declare yourself as God, as a church,
you the children
have fallen.
The only
so you
ones
become
that
a
declare
demon.
themselves the children of God are the children of God. But you have to know who the God is. It's the only one that gives birth. And the only one that gives birth is a woman. There's no man that gives birth. No man. It never happens. It will never happen. Therefore, okay. Please translate this video. Make it public. Let everyone know. Spread it. And believe me, justice will be served.
Okay, now.
Life always lives. Peace to you all.
Okay, like I said, this was on November the 1st, 2017. If you remember clearly what happened, let's go to this one. I need to show you a lot of things. So this is going to be a pretty long video. So please have patience. I know that many of right now are not watching it. So this is what I mentioned on of what happened with. See, this is, you see, she's pretending to be. This is what the Jezebel. This is the Jezebel spirit pretending to be me. So what happens? What happens in this video? You could see, I'm gonna show you.
Williams dressed as Lady.
You see what happens? You notice right here, If you notice real quick, there's like a fall. There's something that falls. So that shows that the fall, you see? You see, there's like something that flies. And she's seeing the devil come for her. She is seeing her fall. You see, she's seeing the demon that is coming after her. This is what happens when you declare yourselves as the church, as God, as your own God, when you go through Buddhism, when you do yoga, you open yourselves up to demons. You opening up to this spirit, this Jezebel spirit. No, wait, this is I'm going to show you the letter soon. You're opening up to this Jezebel spirit. So this is, she sees the demon coming for her, and now and that's her fall. So that's what happened here. Now I also mentioned in the video about, let me see here. I need to get to the other videos because I have them one by one. This is about the prince, the ANTHRAX. All right, so let's get to the letter of the ANTHRAX, the one that I received. I'm going to show it to you like this. This is the letter that I received. Let me put it small so that you could see it. This is the letter that I received. Okay, exactly like this. Exactly like this. The envelope that I received, let me see here if I have it here. The envelope I received here, I have it right here also. I have it right here. Closed, tightly closed. The envelope was in perfect condition. This was the envelope. You're seeing here, this is the envelope in perfect condition. There's just a little stain here, but this is how I received it. And this is how I still have it. It's been closed ever since I received it. You see the date here, November the 8th, 2012. This is when it was sent to me. Now, let's look at this envelope, this letter that I received. This is exactly, once I opened up that envelope and I seen this paper in this condition, I immediately put it in the plastic cover that I have here. You see, I put it in a plastic cover, and I went. The postman was outside, and I went straight to the postman, and I told him that there's something wrong with this letter, and he told me that for him it was, he didn't know what to say. Anyway, so I went to the post office. I made complaints. So look at this letter. Do you see all these? This is how I received it. You're seeing all these little cracks here. It was as if someone and it's coming from the New York State. Yeah, this is the envelope right here. It was sent from over here. Now, let's go on. Let's continue with the letter. You see here? I'm showing it to you piece by piece what you're seeing here. Let's go a little bit more down. This is how I received the letter. I just put this box over here just to cover the fair hearing number. I left, just a few. But you're seeing these stains here on the letter. You see here? You're seeing the stains here. This is exactly how I received it. And then you see these stains right here. I never touched those things. I never put my fingers on it. As soon as I seen that there was something that, those stains on it, I didn't touch it. Now, so this is the letter that I received. You seeing all those stains that is on this letter. This is exactly how I received it. Let me open. Yeah, this is the picture. See, this is exactly how I received it. This is the letter. And you notice that there is no signature on it. There's no signature. It's just saying Compliance Coordinator P. Hayes, but it's not signed. And it's coming from this Andrew Cuomo. Now that I said that, you're seeing here once again. Honestly, I don't even have a problem showing you the original letter with the fair hearing number. I will show it to you anyway. I put this as, no, wait, I put this one. I put this as the thumbnail. This is edited, of course, but this is the original. I have the original letter here, right here. So you're seeing it here. This is the original letter. This is the original letter. Exactly. You could see the fair hearing number. The fair hearings are a joke. There's so much corruption going on. It's unbelievable. So this is the original, and this was my address. I don't live there anymore, so I don't even bother going there. Okay, now let's go back to this. So this is where her crash, and then afterwards it's all downhill for her. She gets into drugs. She has her downfall once again. And see, how do you go in? Anyway, so that's it. So she's gone. Now let me show you what I was talking about. No, I'm going to get into the discussion about these filthy people. Let me see here. That was that. Oh, okay. So this is what the Bill de Blasio, Hillary Clinton, and the politicians, Democrats and Republicans represent. Believe me, there is not one that is clean. See, this is what they are. This is what they represent. I'm gonna put all links at the bottom of the video when I finish. So this is what these filthy murderers represent. Now, hold on a second. So, this one about the gun price, this is unbelievable. Let me see. I'll probably close the video. The ones that I wanted to show you. All right, let me show you the ANTHRAX video when this came out. So if you look at when there was the first when there was the first ANTHRAX terrorism, and they were blaming in 2001 when there was the first. You could see here the ANTHRAX letter that was sent back then. You see, they have the same exact stains that I received in my letter. These are the same. Just look up on, just Google. You could easily Google it. You could easily Google ANTHRAX attack letters, and you will see the letters have the same exact stains that I have on my letters. So I'm going to leave links, but this is what was being said back then.
Federal investigators say the 2001 anthrax attacks case has been solved, even though the suspect committed suicide before he could be arrested. CBS News correspondent Bob Orr has the latest.
The FBI case against Bruce Ivan.
They were blaming him for this is the government that is doing this, and they use the scapegoat.
Is not airtight, but the circumstantial evidence makes a strong argument that the dead researcher had the means and the motive to be the killer behind the 2001 anthrax attacks.
We have the person who committed those attacks, and we're confident that had this gone to trial, we would have proved him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Have it gone to trial? Doesn't it sound like an Epstein thing here? Have they, gone to trial, they would have proven. But they never end up going to trial because for some reason they end up suiciding themselves. I wonder who did this. The same people that said this. This has to do with the government. The ANTHRAX is not going to get. No one has the possibility to have the ANTHRAX if not the government.
A flask of anthrax spores recovered from Ivan's Fort Detrick office in 2004 is as close as the FBI could come to a smoking gun. In an affidavit written to justify searches of his home and lab, investigators charge Ivans was the custodian of a large flask of highly purified
Okay, so they're going to say that he had ANTHRAX. Well, you're just going to have to watch this. This is all done. The CIA is involved in this. Believe me, the CIA is involved in this. Let me just say one thing before we move on. When I first, I don't have that picture right now, but anyway, if I go on my profile pictures, you will see it. When I took my, anyway, I'm not going to, I would have to open up a new one. Hold on a second. See, I have a lot of things open, so it's working slowly. Please have patience. I told you, this is going to be a long video. I need to reveal everything now, so that because we're already at the end. So please spread these videos. Let me see my profile pictures. Social Security. See, the feds are involved in this too. I'll get to Andrew McCabe soon. That's involved with because he used to show up at all of my my appointments. My medical appointments at the ones that are under the feds that has to do with HRA. And then they were editing out they were editing the results to not show that I was dying of heavy metal poisoning. See, when I took this picture right here, this day was the day that I called the CIA. Okay, this is the day that I called the CIA. This is when I literally I was telling them who I am. And this is the code right here. This is the code that they gave me. This was on a public computer. And the code that I received, you have to do it through internet. You contact the CIA and then they give you a code. So this is the code that I am under. Okay, 17N8YR. 17N8YR. This is the code that the CIA has me under. And this is when, as the CIA they are Satanists. They are serving the Jezebel. Okay. The serpent. They are dragons. They are serpents. So these are the pictures that I took that day. Okay. This is the pictures. I was in a public internet what do you call it, store shop. Okay, so let's go back over here. So let me see here. So this is what they represent. Okay, I must have closed the videos that I wanted to show you of. Anyway, I will put them under. Let me see if I can go to them. I didn't want to open up. This is when the devil came knocking at my door. Anyway, there's a story behind that also, and this is why I say about gun control. He was coming from the court building, and he knocked down my door. I'll show it to you. And this has to do with the electric company. Con Edison. Let's see if it plays. Yeah. So they were banging on my door. See, they were breaking in. This is the marshal. When I had nothing to do with this, they were breaking in the lock. When I had nothing to do with it, I had no idea why they were even behind my door. I didn't even know who was breaking in. So I got my camera. I heard someone breaking in. And I looked at the peek hole with the camera to see who's that there was. And this had to do with Con Edison, and this is what showed up. You see, and these were the devil. Anyway, he had his hands on. So then afterwards, I showed myself, and he had his hands on the gun. Just imagine if I was crazy enough to have a weapon. I would have walked, like after I found them in the kitchen, because then I ran in the other room and then I came back. I had my camera in hand. If I had a gun in my hands, and he had his gun already on the gun, there would have been a shootout and someone would have gotten killed. Instead, you see, the only weapon I had was a camera to prove what they do. So this is the live video that I did
from the Albany, New York. This
This was the live video. So this is when the day before there was a terrorism attack. This is the video that I wanted to show you.
Welcome back to Morning Joe. Let's bring in the mayor of New York City
There was
now.
a terror attack.
See a lot of visible presence, a lot of officers with long. The streets were absolutely full of children who went back out with their parents and went about doing what they would have done anyway. And just behind me, I'm a block away, Mr. Mayor, from the Home Depot truck that was used in this attack, and I'm watching kids stream.
Okay, so that was one of them, and then there was this one.
Bring in the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, joins us this morning.
They're not going
Joe,
to stop
take
our
the first
way of
question.
life. Their way of life is this. This is their way of life, you see? Same. Okay. So then if you just look up what's going on, the children are being raped. These are all people that have given their children up also for to the devil. This is what they do. They are causing, these are the ones that are causing violence in this world.
But which ultimately failed.
No, it didn't fail.
But which ultimately.
So this is, let me just show you one more last thing here. Get back about the terrorist. They said that they caught. Let's go back. I'm still suffering of I'm healing, but I'm still suffering, so okay, it's not going. Let's do it over here. Okay, the terrorist that got caught that day, let me look for it. I committed that I'm going to get back to the ANTHRAX letter because it's important. I have to finish up with that also. And then I'll show you who's behind all these terrorist attacks. It's always the government, and also it's the world government. See, this is the, and if you look closely, there was a revelation through, you see, this is me revealing. Someone made a video so that, you know, there is no mistaken. And this was the terrorist. Okay, this was the video of the, hold on a second. And let's see here. And this was a terrorist. And you can see this is us revealing, me and Emmanuel revealing this demon that is going to do the terrorist attack. We have nothing to do with this. Absolutely not. We just reveal things. We have nothing to do with terrorism. We just reveal what the demons are up to. So that's what they are talking about.
Into school right outside the police tape. They're walking right past who this guy is. Look, Willie, NYS.
And you could clearly see him right here. You can see him right there. So we're revealing exactly what was going on. And this was taken on October the 31st, 2017. So let's going back to the ANTHRAX. Hold on a second. Where is it? So you could, I'm going to leave all links afterwards. There's a lot. So that you could watch them yourself. I have too many things open. See, this is the ANTHRAX envelopes. They show you when in 2001 when they that's one video, and then there's this other one. I'm gonna have to close some pages. Okay, it's not going. I have too many things open. Okay, let me close this. And let's go back over here. Sorry about this. Sorry, but okay. Google Chrome is, this is not what I wanted. Put it back over here. Okay, and then there's oh wait, this is something else. 1 second. And then there's this one about the ANTHRAX. Anyway, you could watch these videos on your own afterwards. I'm going to leave links below as soon as I finish this live video. I just wanted to show you when
was getting ready to charge him with the attacks that killed 5 people and made 17 others sick. Today, federal prosecutors...
Newly released FBI evidence be the 2001
so you see
in an affidavit written to
they're
justify
saying that it
searches of
was
his
him.
home and
This
lab.
is the government behind it. Believe me, this was the government behind it. And this is, you cannot stop us. We have the ANTHRAX. You die now. Are you afraid? Dead to America, dead to Israel. Allah is great. Okay, so see, they have their propaganda. Let me give you the definition once again of terrorism. Terrorism is, in the broadcast sense, the use of intentional violence generally against the civilians for political purposes. For political purposes. Okay? It is used to, in this regard, primarily to refer to violence during peaceful time or in context of war against non-combatants. Against those that go against their political purpose. Their political purpose, they worship Satan, and anyone that goes against it, they would send ANTHRAX letters. So this is the government against innocent people. Okay. So the next day that I did this live video, I went here. Let's go here. I went to the FBI building right here. Okay, this is I went to the FBI building. This is the picture right here. Let me see here. Right here. In Kew Gardens. Let's see, over here. See, in Kew Gardens, New York. And I spoke with the detective Scene and also with the detective Nicole. And afterwards they gave me problems, with the HRA and Jamaica Avenue, because they were sending me appointments while I was dying. And this was in 2017. No, I went in 2017. I'm sorry. In 2017, I went with the letter. And also because I had to, see, I also had to tell them about, they are searching for a wanted person. 2 people that have been really free at this point. I told them who they are. That the ones that they are searching for, they are Christians, evangelists. They are still up to the same. She's out there. Okay, this evangelist, and she's calling herself the church. This is what it represents, this evangelist. You see the Jezebel here, the serpent. You see the serpent loses its skin, but it always remains the same. It steals from people, so, declaring itself a prophetess. Okay, and I told them about that. Where they could find them. They're into weapons, very much into weapons. So I have not heard from the FBI ever since. Just the contrary, they started pounding even more on to attack me because I am going against what they believe in, their weapons, and against the government. They believe that they are in the right to for national security, but the only thing is that they are the ones that are allowing for the destruction of America. They are the ones that are responsible for the destruction of America because they will not do what is necessary to stop who the real terrorists are, and that is the government. Now let's get so those are the people that I spoke with. So let's get now to the Russian with the one that they're saying about Trump, that he's involved with the Russian. I'm sorry, this takes a while for it to. Let me close these. I'll put them up after. Okay, so you're seeing here, right? This is, you see, according to the current informer, that they were saying that Trump was getting, with the Russia, the secrets against Hillary Clinton. Okay, first of all, there is nothing wrong to share because this is what the government does. They have secrets on everybody. But they don't want these secrets to come out. You see, all the world government leaders, they have all been corrupt. Every single one of them. Every single one of them has their secrets. And they only use these secrets when they have to eliminate one of their, one of the political leaders, because they're not following what they have planned, what the devil has planned. So that's when they expose the secrets. But the fact, it is not a crime, you see, to expose what these government leaders are doing. They are all corrupt, you see. So at this point, then Trump is not using these about the Hillary Clinton. The fact that she is, which I already did the video on that. Let me go back to my page. Hold on a second. Let me go back to my channel. That she is a psychopath. That she kills and does sacrifices and kills innocent children. The horrendous things, you see. This is the video. Expose who they are. This is who Hillary, and that's the real movie that they did of her. And all right, so then let me explain what the government leaders, all the presidents of the USA are. Okay, so you're seeing here, I'll put this video, see George Washington here. So you're seeing in this video right here, there's also, they show the president. Now, on the one about the George Washington, these are all the presidents. They were all Masons, okay? So this one, they're showing George Washington with the triangle thing. Now, let me go back to, let me close this. Okay, I'm gonna have to open it up again. I had it open. I think I have it here somewhere. Okay. About George Washington. This is my video, Reveal the Secrets of the Corrupt President George Washington. Okay, so you could see here, these Masons, they do these satanic rituals, before, so they believe themselves Illuminati. They believe that they are going to the sun, directly to God. Instead, what represents themselves? Here's the devil. You see, this is the devil right here. You could see it clearly. And there's also other demons here. You can see the skull here, and it has the horns. Okay, this is what. So they're believing that they are illuminated, that they have come to heaven, to God, their God, which is they believe themselves as God, but they are believing that they are getting illuminated, which I have nothing to do with them. You see, I am saying one thing in this video, speaking with, and then the devil, that since they have gone through the devil, through the masonry rituals, the devil takes they are carried up by the demons, so the demon starts whispering in their ears. And this is where the constitution about weapons, that you shall arm yourselves with weapons against a corrupt government. But my weapons, what I speak about is, your weapon is the Ten Commandments. Live in the Ten Commandments. That is what's going to save you. So you are under my leg. But the devil instead whispers in the president's ears that the weapons are the weapons that the devil is going to teach them how to construct, and then so that they could kill one another. And you could clearly see it right here. You could literally see the devil whispering in George Washington's ears. So they are not illuminated, absolutely not illuminated. And you watching this video right here, they teach you. You see when they go through their skull and bones. Anyway, you just have to go through this. I'm not going to get into this because it's like I said, we're already way over. I need to show you a lot more things before I let me close this. And that was the one I just closed, was about the terrorist attack that we spoke about. Now let me we'll get to the I'll do this one for the Cannibal cop. See, this Cannibal police officer, he he ended up taking a phone from someone that I knew, but it's not good. Anyway, so he ended up having my information. He sent me a text message. He sent me a text message that he wanted to meet me, faking that he was someone else. Okay, who is also not good. And he wanted me to go and meet him somewhere. And as soon as I understood that there was contradictions in the messages that he was sending, and I said to call me instead of sending text messages, and then he didn't want to call because he would have been exposed. So he is guilty, absolutely guilty. He wanted to meet up with me. He thought I was going to go to. I don't go to any. I don't meet up with anyone. Anyway, so he would have kidnapped me and killed me, and eat me, and to do horrible things. So now you could see here. I also revealed this to prove that he is. I revealed this the other day. He was standing in it was a spirit of, it's like, This is just to reveal that he was the one that contacted me. Let me see here where I put it. I have a lot of videos. So here it goes. So this is over here that he shows up. This is just to show you. It's not directly him, but this is just this is just as a revelation that he was the one that contacted me. Okay, this happened on April the 9th, 2019, Tuesday. He was in the driveway where not that a place that sometimes that I mostly stay just for my safety, but anyway, it's called a little barn, literally a little barn, because they couldn't find a place to stay at, most of the time where that for safety. So what happened? So this is who they did contact me. I just closed my Facebook. And this is okay, so let me go here. I'll open it up here. I'm sorry about this, that it's taking, I really wanted to do this really fast. So like I was saying, the fact that the founding fathers were all Masons, they're all corrupt. The fact that that he was that he there's a prophecy about the Lady of Fatima and the Russia. I have nothing to do with this Russia. Okay, these, let me show you. Honestly, are really creepy. These Russian magicians, I have nothing to do with them. They really creep me out, to tell you the truth. Honestly, they really creep me out. These are Satanists, okay? They're all Satanists. I have nothing to do with these. Absolutely nothing. The Russia, if you look up the name Russia, it means motherland. I am the mother. It has nothing to do with the government of Russia, the land of, that of Russia. Absolutely nothing to do with it. You just have to look it up. Okay. I think they changed it now. Anyway, it says it's somewhere here. Modern Greek. It says it's somewhere here about anyway, I have nothing to do with the government of Russia. That's where the prophecy goes wrong. The To return to the motherland, to return to Russia means to return to your mother, the one that gives birth, not the land of Russia. I have nothing to do with that. These people are they are criminals with your weapons and all this mass destruction. I have nothing to do. Hold on. Okay, at the same. Okay, so you see over here, Mother Russia, Mother Russia. Why is it called Mother Russia? I am Mother. You see, but they change everything. They change everything. They call themselves God instead. I have nothing to do with them. And this is where the prophecy goes wrong. Now, the fact that Trump is involved with Russia, yes, they are. They are conspiring together. They want to build their own new world order, but always without me. So, anyway, so let's continue with this, with the revelation. I told you about that he did contact me. He sent me a message. Now, this is Hillary. This is what they are. Okay, Chelsea sending for the Church of Satan. Okay, so they sent. This is what they are. They worship the devil. Uh, the never-ending excitement here is never ending. They're just showing you who they are. Okay, they are Satanists. Chelsea, I was out a few threads together. Okay, so you just need to. I'll put the links below. This is just to expose who they are and what they worship. Okay, this is what they are. They are of the devil. They are Satanists. Okay, they do sacrifice children. I want to also speak about the abortion in this world. Um, okay, I want. Let's go on McCabe, the FBI thing. Yeah. Okay, McCabe has been was showing up at my appointments that has to do with the HRA at the medical appointments. They managed to see the HRA to continue to receive food stamps because they took everything away from me. I had to file also for Social Security because I was dying. And I had to go through the medical industry also, and the doctors were lying on the test results because they don't want people to know about heavy metal poisoning. They are poisoning people with the root of the matter is that the dental industry is committing genocide daily. It's all in for profit, but the dentists will not admit that they are destroying people's lives. So they managed I was at an appointment, a doctor appointment that the HRA had sent me to the WeCare, so-called WeCare, and they show up. And they were making me go to. I had to go to a psychiatric, to talk with a psychiatrist. So they were doing everything possible to make me look as if I was delusional. Okay, they would go to the psychiatrist and let them say that I was delusional, and the psychiatrist would do what they were saying. And then they also were also falsifying my test results. Now let me just show you this so we could continue. False flag, a horrible staged event blamed on a political enemy and used, in Italian we say tira piedra e nasconde la mano. The meaning of it means throw the stone and then hide your hand and then blame someone else. You understand? And then they blame. So that's what a false flag is. This is what the government does. They are causing it, and also through rituals. Okay, this is in holograms. Many many individuals are not even human. That's why when you see a lot of when I don't want to mention, but it's the hook place, okay? And the father on an interview, you see, when your child is murdered, you are not able to absolutely because you're seeing these people being interviewed after one of their loved ones, so-called loved ones, have been murdered, and they are able to talk. Normally, you see, these are people that they don't have they don't extreme emotions. They are capable of getting in front of a camera and not even having it tear in their eye the next day, even the same day, and not having it tear in their eyes, and having interviews. Instead, if when a child dies, your child or your loved one dies, you are not even able to talk because you are moaning for years. You can't. There is no human. There is no human emotion in these people. And a lot of these things are staged, okay, through rituals. And then they are able to, because these people are of the moon. I showed you these, and you just have to look at my videos. I show you them in the moon, what they are planning. See, these are what they plan, and this is Emmanuel exposing them, okay, through me. He's caught up in this web of these demons, and at the same time he exposes what they are planning, because they want to bring in. Let me just show you another thing. I didn't want to open up a new okay, I'm going to move this one. Okay, this is the fear robot. Okay, this thing right here, this thing is this is what this is. This is their Holy Spirit. You see the serpent. This is what they're trying to bring about. This serpent right here, they're being deceived. You see, they're being deceived. This is what they're doing. This is what this whore does to the people. You see, they drive. This is what they do. This is, you see, this is what they represent. Let me put it. Okay, and this monster here is what that is, and they are leading all these people, and they're gonna, and it's in this thing, this creature here says that it's gonna kill them. At the end, it's going to kill them. And you could hear in one of these interviews that this creature, it says that at the end they're going to be killed by them. So, and there's also the where Trump, when they're touching that ball, this is ridiculous. Some of the things I cannot even watch because it's, anyway. So they show that part where he's they made themselves kings, unbelievable. Anyway, you could just look back where they're putting their hands on that so-called crystal ball. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is ridiculous. Some of the things, that you just have to laugh at sometimes because these people are pathetic. You're right here. You see, they are doing a ritual here. Okay, they are doing a ritual here under the power of this demon. Okay, this is what and this is they are leading themselves to destruction. So this is what I just wanted to show you, that this is connected with that with this severe thing. Okay, same with this thing. So see, when they're touching that head thing, this is what they're touching. That so they're being led astray. Let me see what else. Okay, let's get to this one now. This is, they're all under, if you notice, they're always talking about these, I wanted to show you all of the, this is what they represent, okay? This is what England represents. I showed you in one of my also Revelation videos. See, this is a ritual. You will notice that they go here, they are sacrificing their first children. They are sacrificing their children to the devil. Here, this is what this is what this represents. Wait, this is the one about the gay parade. They're all being led. You see, the devil is leading them all. They're leading them all. You see, the devil has them hooked up. At the end, the devil will destroy them. Okay, I'm just revealing exactly what they are worshiping, and this is why the whole world is going astray. This is what England is doing. You see, they are sacrificing. You see, this witch here. When you believe yourself a god, or you are every religion, and also if you're an atheist, you are under. You see, this is the Black Madonna, which is not a Madonna, but this is the devil. And this is what they do. They sacrifice. I just wanted to tell you that I've been through. I was born into a religion of Catholicism. The Catholics, they sacrifice me daily. So to show you that everyone is capable of coming out of this demonic religions. So this is what they are doing. They are sacrificing their children. This is why when you have the children, they take them when they're young, and they are sacrificing. They're doing the communion to sacrifice their children to the devil. The symbol of the cross is death. This is when Satan. This is when Emmanuel fell. So this Satan impersonates itself as the angel of light after I save Emmanuel. And once again, like I said, I save Emmanuel and he saves me, and we save each other, and we save the world, the children. We are the beginning and the end. Anyway, so this is what, let me just explain. So this is what they are. This is what the Catholic Church does. It's represented in every religion. Every religion. You mention a religion, the devil is in it. Because they do not consider me as the light of the world. They are not the children of the light. They are of darkness. If you refuse me as your God, as the Immaculate Jesus Christ, you are captured by these demons. And this is why when they say, where is God? I've always been here, but I have been rejected. I am heaven and earth. So, let's get back to this. This is what they do here. This is what they represent. They come to these places and they come to sacrifice, to participate in these rituals. I cannot even watch this stuff. to sacrifice their children to these demons. You see here, the way he takes out the tongue? This is, one second, let's get back to that picture if I have it open. This is what that is. This is what they're representing here. Where is it? This one. You see here? Kali the demon. So they are sacrificing their children to Kali the demon. Okay? And this is what the England represents. And I can't even watch this stuff. So you could see, you see barrier. It's filthy. So there's a few videos of this. You see here, they're taking out the tongue. Prince Harry, same thing. So they're not princes. These are demons. These are demons. They are not princes at all. They are not royal. They are all from the pit of hell. Every single one of them. Okay? So this is what, and this, I'll give you, see, they're into voodoo magic, all kinds of magic. They are the ones that are committing terrorism. They are the ones through their rituals that are committing terrorism. And their children, they're sacrificing their children to the demons. So their children are also demons. It's as plain and simple as that. And does that remind you of, let me see if it opens up. We're almost done. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Honestly, I didn't want to see, this is another one that they visit. You see the serpent, you see? So this is what they participate in. This is your so-called royal pit of hell England is representing, okay? And that's what they are. So, and see if it opens up. I'm sorry it's taking long. I have a lot of, I see, and does this remind you? This is the film from, this is the film from, hold on. Alright, this is exactly what they're doing, you see, and then they sacrifice. The film from, it's called The Apart. Hold on a second, it's right here somewhere. The Apocalyptic, I think it's called. So that is the Game of Thrones. It's always them. Has to do with England, and also the Jews are connected. The whole world is they're all interconnected. The whole world has been deceived. Okay, this is from Mel Gibson, the film. And the film is called, okay, and the film is called Apocalyptic. And this is what they are doing here, the royal families, you see? The so-called royal families from hell. And this is the scene from the apocalypse, from the Mel Gibson. This is exactly what's going on here. In those, so they are sacrificing their children to the devil. Now, let's finish up. Oh, I wanted to get to the okay, this one. Let's do this one also. The police officer Lopez. Let me show you here. I have it somewhere here. Okay, this is, let me just show you something else in the meantime. Okay, this person right here. Okay, this has to do also Samuel Spitzberg. Okay, these are the Jewish people. They are into skull and bones. Okay, NRA. These are also the ones I had contacted. I was contacted by this person also, and of course they're not going to help me because they represent the skull and bones. This is what you know when the FBI. Oh, when I went to the FBI building at Kew Gardens, um, the detective and Nicole, she did the symbol. You know, she thought that I didn't understand what they were doing. And I asked her, may I ask her, why do you always do these symbols? And they tried to pretend that, like they didn't do anything. I just wanted to see what they would answer. And they were brushing it off as if they didn't do anything. But this is what they do. You see, you would see lawyers do this, you would see reporters do this, you would see doctors do this. They're all giving honor to and if you start speaking the truth, about something, so they want to keep up their lives. So they're going to do this symbol, you understand, to ward off the truth. You understand? They are always going to honor the devil. They're always going to honor the devil. So they don't want to hear the truth. So this police officer, let me go to my albums. Like I said, I was going through the court system, family courts bill, about domestic violence. I was murdered on November the 8th of 2009 by my family members. They were the first ones to reject me. Okay, so this is when I started going to the family court building, and this was the day that there was the earthquake. Okay, because I am going to shake up the whole court system that this witch is representing. And this woman was supposed to be as a symbol, is representing this witch that was in panic. She wanted to make a phone call with my phone. This is what it's supposed to this witch that was in alarm. She was alarmed of what was happening. So this is the day of the earthquake. These are the chemtrails that these airplanes were spraying above my house. They were trying to cover the sun. So they will continuously cover me. So they will continuously spraying over me. Then, if you could see here, also the fire department. You wonder why They also, you see, they have the skull in front of their truck. They had a skull right in front of their truck. So this is what the whole system represents. They are all under darkness. They are all under darkness. And this is why there is the destruction. So I was talking about the author. That's how he talked to me that day. I was going through the court system for domestic violence because I was murdered on November the 8th, 2009 on a Sunday. And the court system, you see, the lawyers, they play dirty. They all are advocating for the devil. So they had my car blocked, even though I had a protective order against. They show that they're demons, you see. They have darkness. They're all on a path of self-destruction. They think they're putting up a fist up at me. They're only doing it to themselves. Because I left them to their demons. You see, this is Andrea, the King James Bible. This is when the King James. That's why it's corrupt. King James Bible. You see where it was inspired of? The King James, which he is also here right now. He's a homosexual. Okay, he's a homosexual, and this is why the corruption in the Bible. You see, you could see the devil right here. I've shown pictures. I've uploaded the video also. But I wanted to talk about police officer. This is the MS 13. They commit the open borders. The fact about the open border. You can't. You see, this is when. This is what the political, the politicians do. They don't distinguish between good and bad, so they let everybody in. Okay, and at the end, they are letting in all of those that are going to kill them. At the end, I'm not saying that they were all bad, but they are the bad also among them, and these are the ones that they think that they're going to they are using these just to go against the people, the children of light. But at the end, they are going to be the ones that are destroyed by them. This is another episode about the dental, when the Axeman on Jamaica Avenue. This is when I went to the NYU dental school of, and since there was the newscast over there at that day, it was let me just show it to you quickly. The Eyewitness News, and then afterwards there was this was what was going to happen. This is to go against the dental industry. The devil is going to destroy it because they have been given up to the devil. Because they're killing people. Now everything is going to backfire on them. Everything is going to backfire on them. They have committed genocide. Now the genocide is going to be on them. It's what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. This is the one about the revelation of George Washington. I'm giving you a glimpse. This is a revelation. I also uploaded that one also. This is when this was the solar eclipse of August. This was for to expose the this is Emmanuel. We are exposing the medical pharma, the medical industry that has killed, that literally killed me, but I don't die. They killed my body, but not my spirit. My body is healing now. I was completely crippled. And this is where I exposed about witches, Satanists, and this was an attack against an innocent person. This was soon after medical visit that I had with she's a witch doctor. She's a doctor, but I call her a witch because she was lying through her teeth. This is the Federal Bureau when I went to New York. This is the Mount Sinai, another. They call themselves Mount Sinai. They call themselves gods. The doctors, they believe themselves as gods, but they are nothing but of. And this is where the Jews come in. They are the ones that are behind all this genocide against the people. This is about the Malaysia plane. The plane did not fall. They know that it did not disappear, that it was saved by me. And they're keeping this hidden. And CNN that went on and on and on about looking for the plane and all that. They're such liars. Nothing but liars. They're nothing but filthy liars. They know the truth, but they lie. They continue to lie, day in and day out, day in and day out. And it's not only them. It's all of the newscasters, all of them. So this is on September the 6th. This is about the police officer, Arthur Lopez. When they came knocking at my door, I had an order for protection. And they took the keys away from me because they didn't want me to go in, the court system didn't want me going back to the family court building. And he writes up, and he wanted to hit me. He was demanding that I give him the keys to the car, which this car was gifted to me. The only thing is that I couldn't, they were paying for the insurance and everything, but the car was mine. It was mine. It was a gift that was mine. The only thing is that it was under my abuser's name, and he was paying for the insurance, but the car was mine. But once I start standing up against myself, what do? They strip you naked. They stripped the victims of domestic violence naked, in the sense of no money, no home, no nothing, so that you can protect yourself. So this officer, Arthur, demanded that I give him the keys, and when I was refusing and I was trying to explain to him that I had an order for protection, he wanted to hit me. He was about to lay his hands on me. He was very, very vicious. So soon after, this is him. He meets his destiny. This is when after that he gets killed by the demon. And that was on the date of when he gets killed. And since you go against life, the devil is going to take that's why in the Bible it says, whoever tries to harm the two witnesses, death will overtake them. If you go against life, death is going to overtake you. So that's when Arthur Lopez was killed on October the 23rd by the spirit of death, by the demon. And this is when he took the keys away from me so that I could not enter the courtrooms anymore. And there was this other officer here that was witness to all this and kept his mouth shut. And the officer's name was Officer Russell. Okay, so that's another revelation. So then, of course, the police then, after this officer died, they did a funeral in his honor. Like he was a good person. No, he wasn't a good person. He was into all the sins. He was into prostitution. He was into everything that was filthy. Let's move on. The sniper. The sniper, they did try to kill me. They tried They tried to kill me once on, I was driving on the highway on the LIE. At the time, I didn't realize it was a bullet. Hit my windshield. That's where the song Titanium comes in. Hit my windshield and it didn't pass through, but it was going to get me right into my forehead. The sniper aimed right for my forehead. You see, I'm just showing you an example. And yes, they were going to kill me. They attempted to kill me. This is always the government, the CIA, and the government leaders worldwide. Anyway, so they attempted to shoot me down. The bullet did not go through the glass. At the time, I was driving a white station wagon. And the bullet did not go through the glass. And this is why. Hold on a second. This person met his end. Okay. And this is why, representing a child, an innocent child, which is not, the parents are sacrificing their child to the devil when they teach the kids to use weapons, so she's not innocent anymore. And then it turns around because that's the spirit of the demon taking over, and it shoots the sniper right in the forehead, on the head where he had aimed for me. So, and this was in, I believe it was in 2010 when they tried to snipe, 2009 or 2010. One more thing. McCabe, I explained to you that he was showing up at my appointments. The lion. You see, this is the lion that they killed. The dentist. This is all symbolic to reveal exactly what I am going through. The dentist did kill me. They're killing everyone, honestly. Once you go to the dentist, they're committing genocide. And this is under the Jews are the ones that are in control here. The dental industry. See, this is I put their blood over here because they have their hands full of blood. This is the medical industry. These are the people that are involved against me. Okay, these are the people. They're not people. They're evil beings because they're soulless. They are killing nonstop. With these stupid hats that they put these. I don't know. Don't they look at themselves in the mirror? I don't understand why they do these things. But anyway, I can't understand insanity. So insanity is insane. So with those stupid hats that they put on, and even the Catholic Church, the priests and everything, it's all insanity. Let me just show you one. I'm trying to show you everything that I had put up. So this is he's a pedophile. And his name is Robert Bellarmine, and he's evil. The Bishop of Dimarzio, I confronted him once in Brooklyn, and once I confront them, they have to admit their faults. They can't lie to me. Yes, he is a Satanist out of his own mouth. He is a Satanist. He's a Mason. I had him tell me this one's a pedophile. He's also raped two, the twin brothers. Just know where he's in what school and church that he's and you know that he's raping little boys. I confronted him also. Anything else? I think I'm just about done. McCabe, the threat. He's the threat. There's a lot of FBI agents that are absolutely corrupt. His wife, I believe it's this one. No, that's the ANTHRAX. Terrorism, Joe McCabe. See, they have access to the medical thing. They were editing in my test results. Over here it says that they're into with they're all cozy with the Democratic Party. And it's all one thing. Believe me, it's all one thing. Let me just show you one last picture of these pictures here. Thanks to Ben Carrison, that's showing exactly that these are the people that are the ones that are responsible. And you see, I put the Democratic and the Republicans. They are the ones that are responsible of trying. They're the ones that have me murdered. Okay. And then when the Devil's Advocate, I put up a video I wanted to show you about the Devil's Advocate, the movie. Okay, the Devil's Advocate. This is what the court system represents. All of you lawyers that are representing the criminals and that are doing everything possible to hurt and condemn the innocent, I assure you that you have condemned yourselves straight to the pit. You are guilty of murder, and you will pay the consequences. All of these lawyers, even the ones that are supposedly representing the victims, and then they give in to the bribery and they compromise and they make deals with the other side, you are guilty also. There is no making deals with the enemy. There is no making deals. And you are all guilty until proven innocent. Every single one. Because you are all worshiping the devil. Therefore, you are all, the whole world is guilty until proven innocent. You will know them by their actions. Oh yes, I wanted to make you hear this last phone call. This is with you know that there is wiretapping the phone call conversation, that we could record phone calls and we could also record conversations, as long as there's a one party consent, which is the person that is doing the recording. This is the only way you could expose them. They don't like to be recorded because they don't like to be exposed. But this is the HRA, and this is located at, I'm speaking on the phone with the HRA, and I'm speaking with, let me see if it opens up, with this person here. And this is located at, let me see here. I didn't put it up. Anyway, it's it's at the Trade Center, World Trade Center. Okay, this is what they represent. This is what it's always under the Jews. Okay, and I'll let you hear the phone call that I had with this person. Let's see if it plays. And this was on when I went to the building. Oh no, wait, this was in New York. The one that I showed, the one at Kew Gardens wasn't. This was at Kew Gardens. Anyway, I went to the Trade Center once. Let me see. I put it over here. No. Anyway, we're gonna leave that right now. It's not playing. Okay, we're gonna end the live stream now. Oh, let me just show you the last thing. Let me just show that. It's not what I wanted to show you. I must have closed it. Oh, it's over here. This is the phone call that I wanted to show you. I want you to hear the phone call. And this phone call was on December the 22nd, 2015. I had a hearing coming up, and they were hiding the HRA. They harassed me from the first moment that I walked in social services, the first moment I walked into the building. On Northern Boulevard.
Okay. I know.
Let's start it over.
Hello.
Yes, hello. It's I'm Schnapp, and New York City Human Resources Administration.
Okay. I know that already. I am saying I know that already. You don't have to repeat the whole thing over.
No, sorry. Yeah, I probably don't need to repeat it each time. Just, okay.
Okay.
Task at the end. Okay, now the thing is, in terms of like how the computer system works and such, and if you want to see if there's any documents about it, then you could give me something.
The FBI was also present downstairs at the first floor.
That confirms that they had that in the system already, the police report.
Right. But that isn't in all our systems. There's so many different computer systems here. They don't all connect.
At the job center, at the job center, they only have to. When you go to the job center, once they look up your ID number, and they have everything over there. Just like
and most of the offices, not apparently at the domestic violence.
Yes, but that woman does not do her job. That's the thing. She has abused me from day one. That's what I'm
talking about Miss Walton. There's a video that I showed.
I have never gotten help from her. Just the contrary. Every time I have gone there.
If you put it in writing, I can have it filed and see if we can pass it on.
I have so many reports on this. I've filed so many reports.
I showed you the results. I showed you where it went. It did go through to the program. They looked into it, and they feel that it looks like they feel she was right. I mean, it doesn't actually say that, but that's where it went. That's how it was handled. Okay.
Listen, I told you that also the manager, the one that's in charge, now that Miss, let me see, what's her name? Hold on a second. Let me look at my notes. Miss Julia Vega. That's from. And I spoke with her, and she told me she doesn't even know nothing about all this. So what kind of a supervisor is this person that doesn't even have a report on all this stuff?
I don't know how many cases she's handling. I don't know how many people she's supervising.
She's the one in charge of the domestic
They
violence.
made sure I tried to have an appointment with this person. They completely made sure that I never spoke with this person.
There was nothing filed.
They were corrupt.
Nothing at all. That's what she told me.
That's what I'm saying. That's because it's a separate computer system.
No, if she's the one, and she's the one that's supposed to have the whole reports. When she looks up, what the workers are doing, when you call them up.
Right, but it never got into that system. It never got into that system.
Yes, because Miss Walton has
I'm
never
doing
done
this
her
right
job.
now because soon this is all going to. The
The
time has come now for justice.
And all the times I have the receipts every single time that I have gone to Miss Walton. Whatever happened to the reports that I have filed over there? What happened? That's what I'm saying. She has never done her job.
Right.
And then the one.
Maybe she did. Maybe it never went through to her. I mean, if you want, they probably don't have anything in writing. I can get you things that are already in
She
writing.
has never done anything. Listen, this is what happened.
I had so many hearings, so-called fair hearings, and
I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. The thing is,
this is what happens to the victims of domestic violence. I am showing you what happens to the victims of domestic violence.
Lawyers who work for private clients, lawyers who work for people.
The real victims of domestic violence. You see, these are the videos that I expose them.
Who are you representing?
See, this Miss Hudson, they're crowds. They're black crowds. They literally showed up. Once appeared when I was walking through the park. I had an appointment the next day to go to them. They showed up at the park as 3 crowds.
They're representing the HRA, so I'm not going to get anything.
Right, that's how it goes. So I'm saying, finally here, if you do need a lawyer, then you got to go to their advocacy groups. There are all sorts of groups.
They're not going to give it to me.
They have to pick and choose. They don't win all their cases. They win some cases. They lose other cases. They have to pick and choose. And if they don't choose your case, but they do win cases. It's not like they don't win cases at all.
So practically,
they have blocked me in every way possible. You know that the music industry is under the devil. You see here, most of the singers they have sold themselves out to. I don't tell anyone to go and commit any and they're doing this spiritually also to commit
built up a case to defend themselves. That's what
they're out there through spiritually destroying and the perversion that they do on stage. And the videos that they come out with, the music videos, oh my goodness, they're horrendous. And all the sexual things that they do on stage, it's become so filthy. It's all filthy. I haven't found one that is clean.
OCCA, and they got 5, notes each of them. So they got 2 notes in some of them. Okay, so it's something which that's our records. They see our records, and go from there. If you show it, again, I'm not saying an attorney will take your case necessarily, but if there's an attorney there who thinks he can win it, then
I know I could win it. I know I could win it because the whole HRA is the whole system is corrupt.
Other people have won cases, and fairly recently too. A whole bunch of people. Okay,
yeah,
so
of course, they get a lawyer, and because the and obviously the government.
But I'm just saying that this is this office, but there are people who do exactly that sort of thing. The current commissioner was head of the Legal Aid Society, one of the biggest groups that does that sort of thing, okay? So some of them even get to be the commissioner over here. So it's not like you can't
Hillary Clinton is behind this also. And also the Trump, and it's all of them. It's all of them. It's the whole Washington. That's why they're on the pentagram.
If you go around, it should be fairly easy to find.
I've knocked on every door.
It's all of them.
Every door, even every
NRA.
Domestic violence, and no one has. They're obviously under the state is the one that maintains them. So
I expose here. Obama was not with
anyway,
Benjamin Netanyahu.
I'm so stressed out. I'm talking with my daughter right now, and I can't take this anymore. All these lies.
That's why you see that I cry all the time.
No, you can't understand it. You can't understand the pain of a mother. You cannot understand it.
Okay, I tell you, I don't fully understand it to begin with, because it is very complicated. And there's a whole lot of details.
This is why I'm always crying.
But there might be people who could understand it or could understand it better.
The people that are supposed to do something about this are not doing it. That's the problem, okay? There's a lot of corrupt people in this world, unfortunately. And all the domestic violence cases are always in disadvantage because the abuser gets everything that they need and the abuse has nothing. We're out in the streets. This is what's going on in this legal law system. It is all corrupt.
It's not Ariana Grande.
The law system does not work for the people that are being abused.
I am a woman, the true one. And I am here for the innocent.
And you hear this all the time. And you know, once the judges start getting arrested and do jail times, and also the lawyers, that's when something is going to start changing, because there is no justice. They get away with murder, these people. I go to a family court, and then what do? They commit perjury. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I'm not going to get into this. I've had enough right now. I need I was on the phone already over an hour with HR, with Fair Hearing. They all work for Cuomo. So he's the number one that's giving me the problems. And just the fact that they sent me a stained letter, they should have been already in jail. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all this because I'm not going to supply HRA any evidence that obviously is not going to help me.
I'm sorry.
Because nothing is being done. That's all I see.
This is not him. I want to end the video with this.
And good luck with this, okay?
And we'll finish it off with. I'll put the link below.
When I met the Pope 2 or 3 weeks ago, we spoke about the ideas and the relationship between the Jewish nation and the Christian nation.
They're all the same. They're all in the bed in the same. They're all in the same bed.
And we know that the Vatican and the Christians, they changed their mind and they decided that the Jewish nation, the Jewish people, didn't kill Jesus.
Yes, you did. This is what they worship. This is what they worship. You have all killed me.
I didn't hear it.
This is what they worship.
I call the Pope
and this is where
to say it now, immediately, that they believe in the new idea that the Jewish people didn't kill Jesus, and it will bring a lot of good influence.
No, you have. Let me see. And we'll end it on with that. And this is the revelation. And I'll close it with let me see. I will close it with the arrests. They're all in the same bed. This is the nation. Genocide. They're the ones that are doing the assaulting. Okay. This is when my hair fell off. Also, they sent me. This was from a product. This was done on purpose also. Anyway, so this is the revelation. Bless you of those, my children that are of goodwill. And be prepared.